Before the monsters and myths, there was a girl, young, devout, and radiant. Medusa, a mortal of striking beauty, served within the sacred walls of Athena's grand temple. She moved through marble halls in solemn silence, her golden hair glinting in the flicker of sacred torches. Clad in white robes, she embodied both purity and pride. She had vowed chastity in service to the virgin goddess, and in that life she found meaning. But even the most sacred vows offer no shield when the whims of gods turn toward you. One storm-lashed night, standing alone by the sea cliffs, Medusa heard the waves roar louder than ever. From the churning depths, a figure rose, Poseidon, god of the sea, Earthshaker, a divine force of nature. He did not arrive with peace in his heart. He came with hunger. Medusa's awe turned to dread as his shadow fell upon her. What happened next? The myths disagree. Some call it seduction, others call it assault. But all agree it took place within Athena's temple, a holy space violated by the power of gods. And when the goddess returned, it was not Poseidon who received her wrath. Athena, radiant and terrible, descended in divine fury. She looked not to the god who trespassed, but to the woman left, broken in the aftermath. In silence, she passed judgment. Golden hair twisted into venomous serpents. A beautiful face warped by divine rage. Medusa's eyes became a curse, a gaze that turned life into stone. No longer was she a priestess, no longer was she human. She became something feared by all, even herself. Banished from the world she once knew, Medusa wandered to the edge of existence, to a forgotten island surrounded by crashing waves and jagged cliffs. There, among the ruins of broken temples and shattered stones, she lived in exile, alone, the silence broken only by the hiss of snakes and the wind through dead trees. But even there, peace did not find her. Heroes came, drawn by tales of glory. Men with swords, hoping to add her head to their victories. One by one, they fell, frozen by her eyes, their ambition turned to stone. She had become what they feared, but not because she chose it, because the gods had made her so. Then came Perseus, sent not for justice, but as part of a king's cruel bargain. Armed with divine gifts, a mirrored shield from Athena, winged sandals from Hermes, he approached her lair in silence. Statues lined the path like warnings. Men who had failed before him. This was no battlefield. It was an execution ground. And so he entered. He did not meet her eyes. He moved with caution. She slept, unaware, curled among the stone remains of her solitude. And before she could awaken, the blade struck. The moment was violent, yet silent. A flash of metal, a final hiss, and then nothing. Perseus held her head aloft, eyes still glowing, snakes still writhing. The Gorgon was dead. Her power, however, was not, and from her blood, something miraculous occurred. Two beings burst forth from her fallen body, a winged horse, Pegasus, and a golden warrior, Chrysaor. Children of Poseidon, born not from love, but from violence. Even in death, Medusa gave life. Even in tragedy, she created wonder. Her legacy, however, was not mercy. It was weaponized. Perseus carried her head as a tool of war, turning armies to stone with a glance. The power that once isolated her now won battles. The same face that made her a monster became a shield for a hero. And yet Medusa's image endured far beyond her death. Etched into armor, painted onto shields, worn not as a curse, but as protection. Her face, once feared, became a symbol, a guardian, a reminder that beauty, when twisted by power, becomes dangerous. That injustice, when unchecked, creates monsters. And that sometimes those we call villains were once victims no one chose to save.